Trying to wait till everybody come in, come in. Here, there go my phone acting up. Trying to wait for some people to come in. It's G just me, can't you see? It's G just me. I want to discuss something that actually happened to me 2 days ago, but I wasn't like deeply offended. But I'm gonna wait till some people come in here. Please come in. Please come in. I want to put the signal on this side. The signal, whatever you call it. It's Lisa Smiley's cap. This is my favorite cap. I'm gonna tell y'all, I love this cap. But the real reason why I come on here tonight is because I had to ask the question, or I figured this was a great discussion. Something that happened to me a couple of days ago, where where I was talking to somebody on the phone, and they caught me off guard, and they went to saying certain things. They went to saying this, they went to saying that. Okay, by the time I got ready to explain myself, they was ready to go. They was ready to hang up. They was ready to say, hey, I got this to do. I got that to do. I said, hold on. They didn't give me the opportunity to explain anything or say anything. And I said, this is for people that are not strong like me. I can handle stuff like this. And because the Lord will give me, he'll show me, hey, cut it off. It's something that, if it's something happened like that with me, I'm telling you, my experiences, the Lord showed me to cut it off, because what's going to happen is that same person that did that was wrong, and they're going to make it out of a debate, and you want to get to that point. But people that's not of a strong, if you get what I'm saying, people that's not on a level that I am right now, they wouldn't understand that. You get what I'm saying? And they would feel like, oh, some people feel like, oh, ain't nobody want to listen to me, ain't nobody want to hear my side, but they run off and they don't came at me, such and such. I'm telling you, older set people that's in the church, saints that I grew up around, they never allowed you to explain yourself. They never allowed you to actually, okay, I'm going to use this for an example. There's a lot of kids in the church that's been molested, that's been raped by the church people. Okay, when they go explain themselves and they go and say, hey, this happened to me, you know what they tell them? Nah, that didn't happen. That couldn't have happened. When that happened, make them feel like they not hurt, or they not the victim, or they make them feel like, okay, that happened to everybody. You know, that's a lie, because I learned that we have to sit and listen to people. My little niece was here with me. My 11-year-old niece was here with me. And I sit here and she knows she can talk to me about anything. But if I was to did her like that, she would avoid me. She wouldn't want to come around me. But the person, I'm going to say it like this here. My birth dad was never in my life. And when I did come around him, he didn't treat me so right. And what I mean by that is he always had smart words to say. My mother raised me. Okay, the person came to me and they say, oh, you need to call your daddy. My birth dad is 90-something years old. I was calling somebody else daddy because I didn't know my birth daddy. So they never needed me. They never needed me for anything. His stepkids, he treated them like that was his birth kids. But he always pushed us away. When I was a child, I was up under my mom. My mother raised me. I was my mom's baby. When I got older, my mom like, it's your dad's turn now. And I'm like, who is my dad? I'm confused. So when I had the opportunity to meet him, I didn't like the presence. I didn't like, if you get what I'm saying, I didn't like being in the presence of him. I didn't know him. I was always up under my stepmom. But the lady came at me, you need to call your daddy. I said, hold up. By the time I got ready to explain myself, and it's always either one or two, it's always two sides or three sides of a story. We got to give people ample enough time to explain themselves instead of, okay, now you don't say your side. This lady ain't no kin to us. This lady ain't got no she ain't got no business in the conversation because it ain't got nothing to do with her. You know what I'm saying? And what I wanted to say to her is, I respect you highly, your age, but this ain't got nothing to do with you. You messing up. So she, by the time I got ready to explain myself, she had something to do. I gotta go. I gotta do this. I'm saying this for people that's out there that don't have the opportunity to explain themselves. They need to explain themselves. You don't know if a person about ready to have a suicidal attack. You don't know what a, hold on, my phone acting up. And I said, Satan don't want me to get this out. We don't know what people going through day-to-day basis. We don't know. I went through a deep depression for 14 years. And I contemplated of committing suicide. I tried suicide when I was 20, about 2021. And I took 100 pills and I cut my wrist. I was a young kid because I wasn't used to being away from my mom. Somebody said, oh, you was grown, you was an adult. Just because I was 21, I didn't have my mom around me, which I wanted to go back home, but I wanted to prove to my mom that, hey, your prayers are working. I'm learning responsibility. I'm growing up. But when I see other people, what I went through, trying to explain myself, and people went, now that I'm older, I can care less. It's God in me. God is my everything. So I want to help somebody else to get to that point, to let them know that if somebody out there will listen to you, if no fleshly person will listen to you, I do what my mom taught me. Open up your Bible. Get something that's got some inspiration in it, and it'll talk to your heart. It'll let you know, hey, you're somebody. You are valuable. And then look at me now. I'm here by myself, God and me. So, and God always moved me far away from these people, because people are saying they saved and got the Holy Ghost. And I've been around people like that all my life. So when God saved me, I know it was for real. I love people so much to where I would fight to the end. I'm not talking about fist fight. I'm talking about fasting and praying, standing in the word for people. And a lot of times I go on fasts, not just for myself, for other people. I was in the military. I seen people try suicide. I seen people go through with suicide where it really happened and they didn't make it out. I seen other people try it. They made it out. I seen people do, I'm going to say this. I didn't see them personally, but when they came to the office and said people was playing Russian roulette with a real gun, and they was playing a game, and they shot each other. And next thing I know, they was in prison because they survived. Okay, the next people that tried it didn't make it through it. We have to talk to people. We have to listen to people. We have to listen to other people's sides. We have to listen to them. Because what happened to me a few days ago, I don't think nobody, if a weak person wouldn't have made it out of that. She said, you can call me back later. So when I called her back later, oh, I got to go to the store. It's like she was avoiding me for some reason. The Lord let me know, do not call her back. Do not answer the phone when she call you. Because like I said, what's going to happen, a debate is going to come. And I was going to tell her it's none of her business. Why are you meddling in somebody else's business? But when I had to, I did a intern. I got my counseling degree. I got an associate's degree in counseling and a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. And I was on my master's degree in more advanced criminal justice. But when I had to do my intern, people say, oh, people addictions are the same. That's a lie. They had different levels of addiction. So when I got my own office, they put me in my own office with my internship. People people was coming in my office and they saw me one time. They wanted to come back and see me because I listened to them. I didn't take them and push them away. And there was one particular guy, a Caucasian guy. He was like a short guy with short brown hair. I never forget it. And I knew something was wrong with him just by looking at him. And I walked up to him, shook his hand, and hugged him. He said, "Oh, you hugging me?" I said, "Why not?" He said, "They wouldn't even touch me. They put gloves on." I said, "Okay." He said, "I got HIV." I said, "Okay." And I said, because I had they educate you on you cannot catch HIV by just hugging somebody, or you gotta swap saliva, or if you have an open cut. And he didn't have neither. And I hugged him, and this young man he was about to cry. He say, "They wouldn't even touch me. They make me sign papers and make me go on." I said, "I'm not made like that. God didn't create me like that." And I wasn't even saved then. But I just wanted to put that out there because we need to stop all this stuff about you need to forget about that. You need to let that go. You need to let it go. That's not good. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna let hurt go unless you get with God, you get with the Lord, and He's the only one could take it. I believe God made these hurts for us to like wake us up a lot of times. Okay, sometimes I think about my mom. Now it don't got better now. And I think a lot about my mom. I think about my sisters that left. I think about my grandmother that left. I think about my aunts and uncles. I think about them, and it hurts because we love these people, but God say, "You love me more." But God will take us through all this. You know what I'm saying? My grandmama lived to 109 years old, but I still felt like I just met my grandmother, and I'm like, "God, she's gone already. You took her already." And because I met her in 95, which was a good time in there, but it's still like it was yesterday. And I didn't know how to cry about that. And somebody said, "You didn't have no remorse." I had remorse. And when my mom died in '06, I screamed and hollered. I mean, I cried. I think I cried every tear when my mom died. I think that's what happened. So when somebody else dies, it's like I hurt, but I be just like, okay, Lord, you did this. I understand. And inside, I don't cry in front of people, but inside, I was weeping, y'all. I was weeping so hard. And when I got home, I cried so hard. I cried. And I said, "Lord, I thank you for allowing me to cry. I thank you for allowing me, because if you hold that stuff in, what it do, it builds up, and all the other hurts piles on that. All the other hurts, you be wondering why I can't get through this, because you don't hold that. You don't hold other stuff. You don't hold everything else. So it's just like everything is adding up to the point where you like, I can't see, I can't hear. I was there. I done that. I went through that. 2019, God saved me. He used a lady named Mother Annie Woodard here in South Carolina. She was the only one that took out time with me and talked to me and let me know I went through something similar to you that you're going through now. She said, "But this is what I do." She showed me what she do. And I went and tried it. Guess what? It works. It works. She said she gets in her yard. Sometimes they be saying, "Mom, why you always in your yard?" She put her hands on messing with her flowers. And I went, there's a tree in my yard. And this tree, somebody wanted to cut it down. Everybody that saw the tree wanted to cut it down. I said, "You ain't cutting my baby down." They had it tied down. I'll never forget. So the man was cutting my grass. He took the tie off. And I said, "Why he did that?" And then I went out there talking to the tree. This tree had not one leaf on it. I went out there talking to my tree. I paid that tree some attention. I came in the house. Next thing I know, God said, "Go outside." I went outside. It was red flower. The leaves was on there. It like red flowers was on there. And I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't let these people cut my tree down. I thank God. That's why I don't follow everybody. Like now I don't slim it down. Like even with my hair, I used to look at YouTube and I used to like, I did research. I'm telling you. I used to like, okay, let me follow everybody. I went and got me some aloe leaves and I tried it. My hair went to thinning out. And I'm like, wait a minute. This was a long time ago. I'm so thankful for Lisa Smiley, y'all. And I would say it loud. This young baby here, she gives some great points and she lets you know that what you can do. She said deep conditions and wash your hair, cut your ends. Just she give us all kind of things to do. And I'm gonna tell you something. Through that, I made up my own concoction, my own hair grease. Not hair grease, but it's like a condition. But it's like on my hair. I don't put it on my scalp. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. One of these days, I'm gonna pick my hair out. Let y'all see. It's growing like crazy. I did a deep condition on my hair, and the reason why I'm coming this way, the reason why I'm speaking of this, we gotta understand. We gotta know how to separate. We gotta know how to. We gotta understand. Like in the word it said, wisdom and knowledge and understanding. We gotta break everything down before we do anything. We have to do research because just like that lady did me. Okay, if I wasn't in a place where I can handle these things, and if I didn't do research on these things, I wouldn't know how to handle it. I would have kept calling her and said, "Hey, you need to listen to me. You don't say that," but God didn't have it that way. We need to do research on everything. When somebody come to you and they say something, research. And you got a talebearer that's bringing you all kind of mess to cause confusion. Research. Go see where it starts at. Go see where it starts at. So that came to me. And the question that I had, what would you tell somebody if they was caught off guard and somebody said something to them and it threw them all the way off and they don't know which direction to go? They don't know what way to go now. What would you tell them? And the answer for me is I would just say, hey, what I've done is I got closer to the Lord and I read the word. And when I went into the word, it showed me. Now, if I'm not saved, what I can say is, you hear a lot of people say they pray. I would say I would go find something that is inspirational. Or I would ask God to help me to find somebody that's real, that would listen to me, that would understand me. And God will put somebody in your way that I got somebody for you. You're not alone. So, but when I got saved, that's what helped me. That's what brought me out. 2019, God healed me from deep depression. I have a little stuff that comes when I go to missing my mom. Her birthday coming up September 30th. And then it's like I used to didn't come out the house on holidays or Mother's Day, but now I'm coming out, more. So, but I just thank God that the Lord even stopped me from talking to people, even when my mother passed, because wasn't nobody giving me that answer. And then when I met a counselor, she didn't say nothing. She like she was Chinese or something in Georgia, Hinesville, Georgia. And she just was doing her thing. She was writing down stuff. And after all of a sudden, I just started screaming. I screamed and I screamed for so long. And I started crying just to think about that, making me so emotional that I was in that place. And I started screaming. Next thing you know, about an hour and something later, that she about an hour or something later, she if y'all did y'all catch that, because my phone went off. I was saying I was screaming, so I screamed about an hour and something. And then after I finished, I was looking around like, okay, where am I at? You know what I'm saying? She came and after a while, she started talking. She said, that's what I wanted you to do. Because she said, you holding so much. And it wasn't just my mother's death that I was holding. I was holding all the stuff that people was hurting me, using me, abusing me. They was taking advantage of me. So when my mom passed, that just added on. That's why I tell people to let whatever go. Let people go. I even asked God to take these people out of my heart. Take them from me. Because the longest in my heart, it's like they got a hold on me. They got a control over me. And they can call me and I need this, I need that. And there I go again. But God turned around and he cleared my whole heart from these people. And when he did that, my understanding came open that what we supposed to do. We supposed to love God with all our heart, mind, and soul. We don't supposed to give no flesh nothing. We don't give no flesh nothing because the flesh, it tries to take over. You know what I'm saying? And that's even in the world, even in sin. When I was in sin, what kept me was my mother's prayers. I'm telling y'all, because God still dealt with me. I mean, I was high one night. I had got so high, and I was riding in the back seat of my best friend's car, and something came to me, like it came so clear. What if I come back here now and you doing these things right here? You're not just hurting yourself, you're hurting your mother. And I said, hey, Shannon, you need to take me back home. She said, if she's supposed to be my best friend. And she said, oh no, we already here. What I would have done, I would have turned that car around. If I'm your best friend, I would turn that car around and say, hey, we got to go. Something ain't right. And she said she heard me talking to myself about, oh man, I don't want to be doing this. Or, hey, you know what I'm saying? If my friend needed me, if my friend was to cry out and say, hey, I want to go home, I would have took her home. I really would have. That's what real friends do. So you mean to tell me, this is what I was going to ask, like, if I would have been sick, you would have kept on going to the club? You wouldn't have took me home? So I just thank God for understanding and to have patience with someone else. I'm learning every day just by watching myself. I'm learning every day how this flesh maneuver. I'm learning every day on how to say no to the flesh, my own flesh. My flesh want to take me somewhere. When God says save your money, my flesh want to take me to out to eat. My flesh want, because I'm trying to do something next year, the Lord is willing. So I just thank the Lord for allowing me to be able to experience different things. I'll be 55 years old in August, Lord's willing. And I have learned so much. And my age don't keep me down. My age ain't got, I don't even think about age when it's time to, move around and stuff like that. Because I'm still young. You know what I'm saying? And I say I'm still a baby. And I tell people that I'm 50, I'll be 55. They say that's a lie. Even my neighbors, no, no, you won't. I said, yes, I will be 55. I'm very much active, and I thank God for just, keeping my body healthy, keeping my mind healthy, keeping my soul healthy. And one thing I don't do is forget too much. I remember just the majority of things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the devil want to fight with me, my mind about my keys, and I've been doing just lay my keys down. And I said, I just laid these keys down. Where they at? And he tried to, I said, well, I got a double set. So, and then next thing you know, the Lord said, look, up under your thing. And when I look up under whatever he showed me to look up under, there go my keys. So I have to put the other keys back. I have to do all that stuff, But I thank God for being real in my life. I thank him for being who he say he is. Because if I didn't have the Lord, I would have went off on so many people. And y'all, man, I'm telling you how I used to be. Honey, you threatened me. I had to come at you to confront you and see if it's for real. I had to try. Hey, if you touch me, the main thing was my face, or if you just tap me, it was on. So, but by the Lord saving me, it makes a difference because you're not who that you used to be. And people be saying, wait a minute, what you mean? You change. I promise you, you change for the better. You have peace, you have joy, you have love, you have forgiveness, integrity, honesty, you're loyal, to people no matter what they've done. You believe the word of God. When God say, love your enemies and do good to them, you go to believing, and after a while you say, I feel good because I forgave them. Now I can say, hello, how are you? This stupid phone. But I'm truly grateful for what the Lord is doing in my life. I look at Tabitha Brown a lot. I look at Miss Donna, Miss Beautiful, what's her name? Miss Donna Beautiful Creation and do number one. I just thank God that we have people that we can watch and listen to. And just like, okay, I said I want to be married again. We need to be watching positive marriages. We need to be watching people of positive nature. If they single and they positive, we need to be kind of like listening to others. If you don't know which direction to take or where to go, you need God to put somebody in your life so you can listen to them. I thank God for my friends on here. I thank God for YouTube, period. I thank God for the love that y'all show us, me and my dog. I thank God because that helps me. I need to go get me a new phone, y'all. But what I'm saying is it helps me to let me know that, hey, I'm valuable. I have a lot of work to do. God blessed me to publish 7 songs. And I thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? God give me the words to sing. And one of the songs saying, it says, come to me, come to me, come to me. Oh Lord, come to me. I need you to come to me. Oh Lord, please come to me. And these words came at my job. And he said, come to me. Please don't turn your face from me, Lord. Please come to me. Oh, come to me, yeah. And I love it because God giving me the words to every one of them songs. At first, they just came, so I just started writing them down when I recorded them. And I just thank God for what he's doing in my life. I thank God. I send my songs to some people today and they gave me some positive feedback. They say they love them all. And I just thank God for that. I even had my job to listen to them. I put them on YouTube, a couple of them on YouTube, and I put just some beats. I do my own beats. I'm gonna say it like this: God bless me, and He give me the understanding on how to do music. And I recorded the guitar today. I recorded some guitar today, and oh, it sounds real good. And I'm like, oh, I kind of sound like my mama. But the Lord has truly elevated me, and He's put me in a place. I'm telling y'all, that phone call I had, I could have went off. And I know I'm changed. I know I am changed because the song say, change me, change me. I want to be changed. I don't know the words of the song, but change me, change me. Oh Lord, change me, change me, Lord, change me. And I just thank God for His many gifts and talents. I thank God for all that, those that motivate me and encourage me, because I'm going to keep on singing. I'm going to keep on encouraging because God loves me so much and I love you all. So I just wanted to bring out some points that it was much needed because it was heavy on my heart and I just wanted to bring it out. So anytime y'all want me to sing a song, hey, how you doing? Is it AJ Bass? Thank you for coming on here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you for coming on here. Because I wasn't intending to come on here and sing, but I'm doing a little something. So I was trying to think of something older that I grew up on. Oh, it was a song that I remember this lady singing, I Love You. And it was saying that Jelly Roll, what's that? Do you know any Jelly Roll? I never heard of that. I could look it up. No, I would look that up. I'm telling you. I would look it up. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Oh, that sounds like a nice song. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna look him up. You said Jelly Roll? What's the name of his? It said even when angels. Oh, even when angels cry. Even when. Oh, I gotta look that up. Let me write that down right quick, so I won't forget it. Thank you so much. If you go on, I don't know if you've seen my videos yet. Well, it's just the songs on there. It said Jelly Roll. That sounds interesting. I would love that. I will look him up tonight. And then what I do is I come back on here sometime tomorrow, because really this week is my dog's week, and I normally have him live. But I will let you know what I think of it and everything. So, but it sounds good. It said when angels cry. Wow, wow, that's powerful. That's so powerful. Yes. So sometimes I just come on here and I just be singing and out of this phone because this phone keep going out. I come on here and I just be singing and stuff like that, because where my heart be going a lot of times, it's like wow, you know what I'm saying? So oh, I was gonna sing this song that I grew up on. Heard this lady sing. She said, "If you just allow me one more time, just to tell you, Jesus, you a friend of mine. These days I press my way so that I won't go astray. The Lord will guide me every step of the way. And if you just allow me, Lord, just one more time, just to tell you, Jesus, you're a friend of mine." Ooh, I'm about to cry. These days I press my way so that I won't go astray. The Lord will guide me every step of the way. And she say, "Cause I love Jesus." Let me put this phone down before I drop it. I love Jesus. I love Jesus. I love you more. I love you more. Yes, I love you more and more and more today. And she break it down. She say, "I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you more. Yes, I love you more. I love you more and more today." Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm trying to think of another one. It said, "Doom, doom, 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 doom. They said I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't be here today. They said I never amount to anything. But I'm glad to say that I'm on my way. And I'm growing more and more each day. There were many that started out with me, but now they're gone astray. but I'm still holding on. Yes, I'm still holding on. Lord, I'm still holding on to his hands. That's a long song. And I'm still holding on. And I'm bound for the promised land. Lord, I'm still holding on. Yes, I'm still in God's holy plan. 'Cause I will never let him go. Oh, to his hands. Let's see, I'm trying to sing. I'm not sleepy. I'm just feeling good right now. Doom, 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 doom. Why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows come? Why should my heart be lonely and long for heaven and home? For when Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is he. His eyes is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. I sing because I am happy. I sing because I am free. God's eyes is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. I messed it up at the end. What else is there? My voice is getting tired, but it's okay. Thank you all for coming on here. I thank you all for being with me tonight, viewing the channel, and please share. Please share. I don't mind, and stuff like that. My songs, I will be sharing more of my songs that I've written, God has given to me, and the music as well. So I will be sharing more of my songs and stuff like that. So I love you all. Please keep me in your prayers. I keep you all in my prayers. And thank you all for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So this week is supposed to be Saxton's week, but I will come back on here when I look up the Jelly Roll, When Angels Cry. I will look it up tonight before I go to sleep. And y'all just keep on encouraging one another. Keep on building each other up, each other's self-esteem, because that's what is needed today. So I love you all. Thank you all. I love you from the heart of Christ. So bye-bye. See you later.